we need you to have a couple of things on your desk. You need to have a textbook, and you also need to have the stoplight cards. What we're going to be doing is getting into groups of 3. If there is an uneven number, we'll get into, some of you will have a group of 5. We have 4 quotes that we selected from Act 2. They are quotes from Friar Lawrence. For today's lesson, we were having the student interpret lines from the play Romeo and Juliet, and our students typically have trouble interpreting Shakespeare's language. So what we did was we used the stoplight in order to let them know that we would be available to help support them whatever level they needed. Well, once it's fired and the gunpowder is used, what happens? It's gone. And so that's what he's warning them about their love. Good, so just put it in your own words. That sounds good. It's my personal nature to kind of go around and ask, are you okay? Are you doing okay? And I think for some students, they see that as more of an annoying thing. So the students who didn't need my help were on green and they did fine, and they asked each other questions, which was good. And then the other students who knew they were in trouble flipped it over to yellow or red and knew that we would be there to support or guide whatever they needed us to do. What's he saying to Romeo about their love right now? They're moving way too fast, okay? So it says, what does the friar do that's contradictory to that advice?
He's telling them that they're moving too fast when he marries them.
Exactly. It's simple. He's saying you're going too fast, too fast, too fast. You're pushing it, pushing it. Okay, let's get married. You ready? For the lesson today, we decided to use the stoplight, something called take and pass, and also the use of the popsicle sticks to call names at random. We had an activity planned where the students were going to be rotating a piece of paper where they would be adding comments. And so the first student attempted to fill out or complete the first row of information, and then as they passed, they had to utilize each other's information from the previous row. They also were engaged with each other and working in groups of 3 or 4 so that they could communicate with one another. And the final thing that we used to engage in student participation was the cold calling with the use of, we have tickets in a cup with all the students' names on it, and we just pulled them at random. Instead of waiting for the same few students to answer questions, we pull them at random. And so they're used to that. They're used to using the stoplight and the popsicle sticks. We use that on a regular basis.